This is Madam Tan. She is 93 years old, slightly hard of hearing, and she's sharing us with this story, which I think is a story that I think there are also a lot of old folks who are also facing this same issue. She shared this story with her daughter-in-law in her native Teochew dialect, and her daughter-in-law has given us the permission to share the story here. So recently, an old auntie friend called her up and asked her, "Why you don't vaccinate? You better not go out to spread virus and harm people." So I translate into Chinese. 你为什么不打针？你不要害人害己，你最好不要出去害人。Madam Tan replied, "I'm so old already, I don't care what others think." And despite the pressure from her, she stood her ground not to take the vaccine. However, Madam Tan told her daughter-in-law that she was unhappy with her friend's remarks and actually felt stressed by her friend. She thinks she may not be able to go out with a friend if she does not vaccinate. And apart from this, she has no other concern other than she thinks that her friend's fear of unvaccinated people is unreasonable. The stories that we share is not only just of vaccine injuries, but it's also of stress that is being faced by faced by us in everyday situations. This is the snippet that's been given to us, and I'll just read it out to you from Jake Go. I was approached today by someone I don't know, asking for help to find a room for him because his landlord is hinting that if he does not get vaccinated, he has to move out. And I think it's this kind of stress and this kind of pressures that we face that I think echoes what most of us are feeling in one way or another. And I think the next story will be Jerome's story, and I can hand it over to Iris.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so thanks, Keith, for sharing the stories. And yes, it is indeed very stressful, and it's not just from the, if you take the vaccine and then like if something happens to you, is currently there's a lot of pressure that's being faced by the group of us who really don't want to take the vaccine, but is all kinds of threats and social pressure. Okay, we just actually hope to seek the public for understanding. Okay, now I want to read something from Alvin Yong. Okay, I first got to know Alvin's story when they posted about the mother on Facebook, and since then it's gotten like I think almost 2,000 shares. Okay, and I spoke to him and he told me that, and I'd like to read what he wrote. Okay, so he says that people, and in fact he is somebody who has taken the vaccine. He's been taken 2 shots. Okay, and this is what he says: people should be given a choice to be vaccinated and not to be discriminated or pressured if they choose not to. This is especially so for the older generation who may have underlying conditions that may lead to critical consequences once they undergo the vaccine. Also, people should have a choice, especially if they choose to be vaccinated, to be able to choose the non-mRNA vaccine, for example, Sinovac or alternatives. And importantly, non-mRNA vaccinated people should not be treated as having taken second-class vaccination. Lastly, choosing not to take the vaccination should not mean that you have zero protection against the virus. We still have varying levels of protection found in our immune system to defend against the virus. This is especially so when being vaccinated with the latest mRNA tech gives us so low an efficacy versus the Delta variant and upcoming Lambda variant. Using the efficacy of our immune system can be quantified. It may not be wrong to make a guess that perhaps some of our immune systems may provide similar or higher protection against the new variants. Who can know for sure that exposing our immune system to the mRNA is a better or safer choice? And they say that they apologize for not being able to attend. And like a lot of grieving families, they are picking up the pieces and trying to move on from their mom's death. And we want to offer him our condolences.